Hello students, good morning to all of you. Students, today we are going to start the sixth chapter of your science book, that is tissue. Students, we have discussed earlier that what we have to study in this chapter. Now I am going to start the chapter tissue. Students, first of all we have to know that what is tissue. Tissue है क्या? In previous chapter we have studied about the cell, that cell is the basic unit of life and all living beings are made up of the very small unit of tissue. And we have also studied that there are many organisms that have single cell or that are made up of many cells. Now we have to study about the unicellular and multicellular organisms. Students, we have discussed that in unicellular organisms there is the single cell like amoeba, like paramecium, euglena and so on. But in case of multicellular organisms, the cells are organized together to perform a common function. Let us see what is tissue. We can say that tissue is a group of cells that have a common origin, shape and structure. They work together to achieve a common function. We can say that tissue is a group of cells that perform the common function. Tissue, Uttar. We have discussed that when many cells are combined together, they form the tissue, and that tissue are specialized in structure. They work together to achieve a common function. Now the question arises that what is the importance of tissue? Yes, students, that is a very important question. That what is the importance of tissue? We can say that tissues are very important. It helps in division of labor. We can say it results in division of labor. Then a question arises that what is the division of labor? As we know, students, that in our body there are different type of tissue which are also organized together to form the organ. As we have discussed earlier, that cells, we can say these are the cells. When these cells are organized together, they form tissue. When tissue are organized together, they form organ. When organ combine together, they form organ system, and then there is the formation of body. Then we know that in case of multicellular organisms, many cells are combined together to form the tissue, and that tissue have a very important function of division of labor. Division of labor means in our body there are different type of tissue like muscular tissue, like connective tissue, like nervous tissue, and these tissue perform the different function. Means in our body there are different type of tissue that perform the different function. This is called as division of labor. Now in simple way we can understand that this country is very large. India is very large, and there are different states, many states. Its states have the different districts, many districts, and at every places like country, like state, like district, like block, like village, there are the different body to maintain a proper system. In same situation in our body, there is the division of labor, means work is divided to different parts of the body to perform properly its work. Means what we can say, that this division of labor is doing the different work in our body by the different tissue. Simple, we can say that in our body there are the muscular tissues. That muscular tissue help in the movement and the locomotion of the body parts. Then why it happens? Due to contraction and relaxation of the muscles. In same way there are the nervous tissues, and that nervous tissue help in the conduction and transduction of the impulses. There is many other tissue also, connective tissue like blood, which help in the transportation of different type of substances It also help to carry the oxygen, to carry the nutrients, hormones and other chemical substances to different part of body. This is the division of labor. This is the division of labor. Now students, this tissue also perform a very important work. It reduces the workload. Suppose that if any cell is doing a particular and many cells are combined together, then the workload has reduced because many cells are combined together to form a particular function. In our body, when many cells are combined together to form the tissue, then definitely we can say that workload will be reduced. Workload will be reduced. I have mentioned here, reduce the workload of individual cell. Individual cell, when the cell is single, then it had to work more. In case of many cells combining together, then the workload will be reduced. Then we can say that tissue also reduce the workload of individual cell. The third topic that we have to discuss, it become organized to form the organ and organ system. Organ and organ system and then body to perform the different function. Yes students, as we have discussed that cells organize together to form tissue, then workload is reduced. Then there is the formation of organ. In our body there are many organs and that organs are made up of different type of tissue. Then there is the formation of organ system and body. This is the reason that this tissue are become organized to form the organ and organ system and body, because there are many organ system, like we can say that digestive system, nervous system, circulatory system and so on. There are many type of system and that system perform the different function also. Like digestive system, there is the digestion of, there is the absorption of food material. In circulatory system, there is the circulation of blood throughout the body. Let us see. Now a question arises in your book. One question is given students that all are plants and animals made of same type of tissue. A question arises in your book that all plants and animals made of same type of tissue. Students, what will be your answer? In previous class we have studied about the plant tissue and animal tissue. We can say that the plants and animal tissue are not made up of same type of tissue. They are made up of different type of tissue. There is the difference between the plant and animal tissue. Plant and animal tissue. What is the common differences? We know about the plant and animal. The very first difference is that we have studied that plants are autotrophic, whereas the animals are heterotrophic. Plants are autotrophic. The reason is that they can prepare their food in the presence of sunlight due to the presence of chlorophyll. But animals are heterotrophs. They are not able to prepare their own food. Now we have to discuss about the plant and animal tissue. Then students, we can say that in case of plants, most tissue are dead. Most tissue are dead. How can we say? Like in plants there is the xylem, there is the phloem, there are carp, there is cell wall, we have studied, and all these are dead cell. Then the dead cell perform the supportive function to cell. Dead cells perform the supportive function. But in case of animals, in case of multicellular organisms, most of the tissue are living. They are not dead tissue. And due to this dead and living tissue, the another function is that in case of plants, they require very less amount of energy. They required very less amount of energy for the maintenance. But in case of animals, where they are the living, in that situation they require more amount of energy. I have mentioned here they required more amount of energy. Then question arises that why the multicellular organisms have more amount of energy? The reason is that if they are living, then they have to perform the many functions, like they need to search food, and in case of searching of food they have to travel from one place to another place. They also require the shelter, home. They also require the mating, reproducing their young ones. In this situation, we can say that plants require more amount of energy because most of the tissue of plant animals are living. The next point, organization is simple, students. Yes, students, in case of plants, there is the simple organization, but in case of animals, there is complex organization. There is complex organization. As we have discussed, that plants have different system to perform the different function. Sorry, animals have different function to perform the different function. But in case of plants, there are no many organ system, and some tissue divide throughout the life. This is the very important line, students. In case of plants, there are the tissue, and that tissue divide throughout the life, and it is localized or present in the meristematic region of plants, in a certain region of plants. But in case of animals, it is not so. The reason is that in case of animals, the development, there is the overall development. There is not any specialized development into the specific region. They develop in all the way, in a proper way. Now we have to discuss about the plant tissue and animal tissue. In next video, we will discuss about the plant and animal tissue. Okay, students. One thing I want to say, that please visit to YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and subscribe it. If you have any problem, then write in comment box. Some students have written that, sir, please teach in Hindi also. First of all, I want to know your opinion, students. And according to your opinion, I will try my best to give you my best and try to explain in Hindi also. Please write in comment box. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.